Hey guys, welcome back to Magic TV. My name's Craig. It is 9 o'clock on a Sunday, which means it's time for a review show special. Now, this is where I take a deep dive into a particular product, a particular trick, and I tell you everything that you need to know about that product or that trick. And today, we're going to be looking at an Alakazam trick. And specifically, we're going to be talking about Nostalgia by Nikolas Mavresis and Alakazam. Now, I do need to say that I really like Nikolas Mavresis. I really like Alakazam, but I'm not going to be biased. I'm going to be completely and totally honest with you. You're getting my raw, uncut opinion on exactly what I think of Nostalgia. So this got released at Magic Live and sold out as far as I'm aware. And then after Magic Live, Alakazam and Peter Nardi and the rest of the team released Nostalgia a couple of weeks ago. So it's now available to buy. It's available to buy exclusively from Alakazam. Obviously, they have their UK headquarters and they have their USA headquarters. But it's now been released. And what's really strange about this is not a lot of people are talking about it. It's been very popular, according to Alakazam. Not a lot of people are talking about it, and it's very surprising why, because this is actually quite good. So what is it? Well, the back of the box says, Nostalgia is a captivating mind-reading effect designed to evoke cherished childhood memories. Your spectator freely selects a card from a set of vintage toy image cards. Who has to imagine playing with the toy, and with no hesitation, you accurately reveal the exact toy they're thinking of. This is repeated for a second time with equal precision. For the grand finale, the spectator deals the cards into two piles, selects the top card from either pile. You then draw attention to a bag that's been on the table from the beginning, and when you tip the contents out, it matches the toy they chose. And it comes complete with everything. That's a very accurate ad copy. And that's exactly what this is. Now, there are bonus routines that you can do with this as well. We'll talk about the tutorial later on, but Nikolas is not on the tutorial. The tutorial is done by Peter Nardi. You know, Pete's the GOAT when it comes to explaining how magic's done and mentalism is done. And when you watch a tutorial with Peter Nardi in it, he's going to go through so many little points that a lot of other people that do tutorials would skip over. So it's a real treat seeing Pete on there. But the tutorial is only about half an hour long, and it doesn't need to be any longer than that, because with that half an hour, you get everything that you need to know in order to be able to perform this and a bonus routine. Honestly, if this was my trick, it probably would have been about 3 hours long and come with about 20 tricks, because there's so much you can actually do with this. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing. I'm not saying they should have gone down that route. The point I'm trying to make here is this is beyond the bonus routine they include and beyond the main effect. There is so much that you can actually do with this. Now, I'm going to show you the props in a minute, but before I do, let's have a look at a performance of this. So Thomas Maloney came into the office the other day, and no, was I doing this to Thomas? I don't know if I actually did this to Thomas. I didn't. I think I did this to Michael. I'm filming so much content at the moment, it's ridiculous. But I think this is a performance just to Michael behind the camera. So I want to show you this, and you can see exactly how this plays out. So this is Nostalgia by Nikolas Mavresis. Good stuff. I've got a little bag here, and inside the bag I've got a couple of things, one of which is a prediction of something that's going to happen in the not too distant future. And the other thing is this. I found these in a shop the other day, and they are the coolest thing ever. They're called Nostalgia Snap cards. You played Snap as a kid?
Yeah.
Like, Snap, Snap.
Yeah.
Well, these are Nostalgia cards. They're made up, not of playing cards, but they're Snap cards of toys that you used to play with when you were my age. Now, you're younger than me. You probably don't. Do you remember those?
Yeah.
Oh, you do? Okay, so you're ancient as well. Do you remember the ABC blocks, the building blocks, these dreidels? You know, the Slinkies. I had so much fun with Slinkies. So much fun. This is like a toy store.
Original Game Boy.
The original Game Boy is still the greatest game console of all time. I don't care what anyone says. Anyway, there's a whole bunch of these. And there's two sets. There's two sets, as you can see.
Okay.
So I'm going to put one set aside. One set goes aside. And we'll put that over there. And this other set, we're going to use this for now. We're going to do a couple of things first. We're going to do a little bit of mind reading. See if you and I are on the same page. And if we are, I'm going to see if we can level up.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to try and do something. But first of all, now this is important because this video is only going to be watched by magicians. It's really important that you know that this is not some sort of fancy-dancy, wanky shuffle. This is a real normal shuffle. The spectator would shuffle these cards as much as they wanted to, okay? So what I want you to do is, my friend, you're behind the camera, so I'm going to have to do this for you. I'm going to go back and forth, and you just say stop anytime you want to.
Stop.
That one there,
That one,
are you sure?
yeah.
Okay, I'm going to close my eyes and look away, and I want you to have a look at this picture.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm gonna lose it in the pack, and then I'm gonna look. Okay, it's mind reading time, Michael. Brace yourself. I'm coming in. Okay, think of the picture. It's a toy
It is.
from years gone by.
Shockingly.
Thank you. Okay, good. Tip your waitress on the way out. There you go. That's it. End of trick. No, it's a toy. But it's a toy. You can relate to this. I don't think you had this exact toy, but you had something like it when you were a kid. Is that right? You had something like it, and you used to play with this toy for hours up an end, didn't you? You used to play with this toy. Yeah. This isn't something that's like built. You were older. This isn't like a baby toy where you're building blocks or something. This is older. This is something you played with when you were like maybe just younger than Thea, like maybe 7, 8, 9, something like that.
Yeah.
Is it a? Oh, I'm seeing batteries. It's a robot. Was this a robot?
It is a robot.
Amazing. Now think about this for a minute, Michael. Really think about this. These can be shuffled by you, and I can do it again. Michael, I will blindfold myself. That means taking my glasses off. Well, let me just get you a card first, and you'll be able to see. As I go back and forth, just say stop.
Stop.
That one there.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Do you want to change your mind?
Nope, that one.
Okay. Can you look at that one? I'm closing my eyes.
Got it.
Yeah. Gone. Feel like Leonard Green. Right, I'll do this. Gone. It's. Ooh, this is something you can't relate to. I don't think you ever had one of these, or if you did, you were too young to remember. This is kind of a younger toy. This is a toy. We talked about this earlier. It's going over and think about it over and over in your head. Just say building blocks, building blocks, building blocks.
Yeah.
Are you thinking of building blocks?
Yeah.
Amazing. I tell you what, now that's pretty cool, but let's see if we can go up a level, okay? I'm going to shuffle these all together, okay? So now we've got way more different options. I'm going to shuffle them all together like this. And what I want you to do, I'm going to deal them onto the table, okay?
Okay.
Anytime you want to, just say stop. But what I'll do, you would be doing the dealing yourself, and you can take them from any position. So I'll put some from the bottom, some from the middle. Just say stop anytime you want to.
One more. Stop.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, that was fair, right? You would be doing that yourself. And then we'll divide them into two piles. Right, that one there is pile 1, that one there is pile 2. I said to you from the beginning I had something in here that would predict exactly what you would do. Do you want pile 1 or pile 2?
Pile 2.
This one here, are you sure? You're positive?
Yeah.
This one here. And they are all different. You can examine these a little bit later on. But inside here, from the very beginning, I had a little music player. A little old school music player.
Okay.
And you picked the Pink Panther.
Do you know where this is going?
Well, it looks like I've gone wrong. But let me play my favourite toy as a child. My favourite toy was this, and the reason is it played the music to my favourite cartoon. Listen. That's the Pink Panther music on the little music player, and I predicted exactly what you would do. Mic drop. So, as you can see, it's a really nice three-phase routine, and it works really, really well. Now, let me explain what you get in here. You're going to get these cards. Now, the cards are really nicely made. The box and everything looks like they are what they're meant to be, nostalgia snap cards. There's no reference to Alakazam on the packaging anywhere, so you can literally just have this in your pocket and have the little black bag with the prediction in it, and you are good to go. It doesn't take up much space at all. Now, I'm going to talk to you for a second about the cards. We'll get to these in a minute because this is part of the bonus routine. The cards themselves, right, are really, really well illustrated. I don't know who illustrated these. I don't know if it was Nikolas himself or if it was somebody like Abe Gower, but they're very nicely illustrated, and they do what they're designed to do, which is they really kind of evoke childhood memories. When I was showing these to Michael, he was like, oh yeah, I remember that. It really does do that, and it's always awesome when you can do that, where you've got a built-in hook with a trick when you're showing it to an audience, and it's always good. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, the cards are marked with a devilishly simple but absolutely brilliant marking system. So the marks, well, the card's back looks like this. It looks like a toy shelf with lots of different toys in it. And I've shown this to lots of people, lots of lay people, and I've just said, have a look at them and see if you can see anything strange. Nobody can see anything strange. As a magician, you're looking through these, they all look normal. But the marking system, you will immediately know what the toy is on the other side. Like, this is a robot, boom. It's simple. These are the building blocks, boom, there you go. This is the Pink Panther. These are the little toy soldiers, the little green toy soldiers. This is a slinky. This is a car. You can see immediately, music box, you can see immediately what these are. The marking system is amazing. So even if I cut the deck and I'm just glancing out the corner of my eye, I can see that's Pink Panther. Like, I literally just a glance, toy soldiers, boom. I can see that so easily and so quickly, which is great. It reminds me of Mind Blocks, my trick Mind Blocks that I bought out through Penguin Magic, in that the mark is right in front of you. It's very blatant, so you can see it for a mile off, but nobody can see the mark. And I think that's one of the really great things about this deck. Now, there's that main routine that you saw, there's two ways of doing that main routine. And the first way of doing the main routine is the way that Pete Nardi does it. Now, the way that Peter Nardi does it, I think you've got like 16 cards repeated twice or 14 cards repeated twice. So about 28 cards altogether. Two sets of like 14 images. And the way Pete does it, he actually shuffles the cards together like you just saw in my performance. The performance I used was the performance taught by Pete. And he shuffles the cards together. Now, that looks really fair and really clean. The negative is, just to be completely factually accurate, these cards will need a reset now, which only takes a couple of seconds. But what you need to do is you need to divide these back into two piles. That's all you really need to do. So you need to divide these back into two piles as you're going through. You're just dividing them up so that you want to keep them separate, if that kind of makes sense. So that'll take you a couple of minutes. It won't take you long. Like, I'm already part of the way through this. I've already kind of partly done this, but that's what you need to do. You need to reset this. Now, I've only just started working with these, but I imagine that reset will take maybe a minute and a half, and then you're good to go. That's fine. That's no good. That's good. But if you're doing table hopping, then the way that Nikolas suggests doing it, and he's not on the tutorial, but Pete talks about this, there is no reset. You're not shuffling the two packets together, and because of that, there is no reset. In fact, to be honest, you don't need both packets. You could do this with just one packet of 16 cards, and you know, you're done. You wouldn't need to worry about a reset at all. If you just took the 16 cards or the 14 cards, whatever it is, you could literally hand the cards to the spectator, have them shuffle them, have them take the top card, look at it, bury it in the middle, and you'd immediately know what that card is. It is that quick and that direct. So you can do it that way if you want to, and that's one of the things that's really nice about this. A lot of these type of tricks, they involve a stack, right? This does not involve a stack, so the marks are so good, you don't need to have the cards stacked. You can literally, as I say, just have them shuffle the cards, and you can look away and immediately you know this is the rocking horse. I can say, look at the top card, pop it into the middle, and you know, you can do that. So you don't need the cards to be stacked, which is really cool. Now, that's the main routine. So you can do it one of two ways. One way involves the cards being involves the two packets being separated, and you'll have to reset that afterwards. The other way doesn't. You know, you can just literally just take it. Well, to be honest, the other thing you could do, thinking about it, is you could have all of the cards together and just use the packet together. I mean, there's going to be duplicates in there. I don't think it's too much of an issue. But Nikolas's way, there's no reset at all, which is great. No reset, no tables. Very, 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 very commercial. Now, you also get a bonus routine. You get one bonus routine using these 5 cards that we put away to one side at the beginning. Now, these are the same images that are in the deck, but they've got different coloured backs. Same marking system, different coloured backs. What that means that you can do is you can do a really cool ESP matchup routine, and Pete teaches you the kind of now standard kind of ESP matchup routine, the jazz ESP matchup routine that was really kind of popularized by Michael Murray. If you haven't seen that, I'm going to do a performance of this to Michael as well. So let me perform this to Michael, and then we'll talk about this for a second. I have 10 cards here. Okay. Now, they're all the same on the back, other than these are blue and these are brown.
Yeah.
But what's important and what you need to understand is what's on here. They're the same. So you've got 5 iconic old school toys that you might have played with years ago. So you've got this remote viewer, you know, if you remember that. And then you've got a dreidel. I think it's a dreidel. Is it called a dreidel? It might not be. I don't know. But a spinning top.
Yeah, spinning top. That's what I call it.
Badass robot. Game Boy, greatest console of all time. And finally some building blocks, right? So we've got 5 of each. Now, this is kind of awkward for me because you're there and you're meant to be here, but you're not here, and I've got no one here to perform to. So this is the moment I'm going to say, come back, Jack, all is forgiven. So instead, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do it like this. I genuinely shuffled them. Which pile do you want? Do you want the blue one or the brown one?
The brown one.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's yours and mine. I'm always going to go first, okay? So I'm going to put down 1 here. Okay. And then we'll call this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 3.
Yeah.
So I'll put mine there and I'll put yours there. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Okay. And now I'm going to mix them up and I'm going to put another one of mine down. I'll just put this one randomly. And again, I'll mix these up. And which one do you want now? 1, 2.
Put 2.
Number 2. This one here. Yeah. Are you sure? Positive?
Yeah.
Okay, and notice I want you to remember that I'm always making my predictions first. That's important. We'll mix them up again. Which one do you want now?
1.
1, that one there?
Yeah.
You sure? Cool. I'm going to do it again. I'll put down that one. 1 or 2?
1.
That one there, are you sure?
Yeah.
And then that's my last one, obviously, and that's your last one. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to gather mine up like that from left to right. And if you were here, you would do the same thing yourself, but you're not here, so I will do it. And I want you to remember that I always put mine down first, and then you put yours afterwards. That's important, because the first card I put down was we'll turn it over so you can see it was a Game Boy. And you put down a Game Boy. Then I put down a robot, and you put down a robot. Then I put down a spinning top. You put down a spinning top. I put down the little viewing thing. You put down the little viewing thing. And then finally, we both put down the building blocks. And that's proof that I know exactly what you're thinking. So that's the bonus routine with that one, and that's really good as well. What's nice about this is the same reason I like using Mind Blocks and Cube 52 for doing ESP matchup routines. They're very easy to see the marks, like super easy to see the marks. So you don't have to be like studying the card. You know, there's some ESP matchup routines that are very, very clever, but the marks are so difficult to see. And for someone who's got terrible eyesight, that's a problem. But for me, the second they deal that card down on the table, I can see that's the Game Boy. I can see that's the spinning top. I can see that's the robot. I can see that's the little viewer thing. I can see that's the blocks. So I can see everything. So because of that, the ESP matchup comes very, very easy. So you could combine those two into one routine if you wanted to. So you could start with the ESP matchup and then go into this and then have the prediction at the end. It's worth talking about the prediction at the end, by the way, for the main routine. Everybody I've shown this to, and I've not gigged it yet, but I will do, but I've shown it to quite a few lay people. And everyone I've shown it to, they love the little music box. And when you play it and it plays the Pink Panther music, it's great. And I've got a few different ideas around that. I'm going to speak to Pete and see if he'll let me, but I might do a Hows and Whys on this on the channel, because honestly, I think there's so much more that you can do with this deck and beyond just the two routines. One thing, by the way, if you do the Moment by Andy Nyman and Penguin Magic, which is an amazing trick, all based on the circus, and you need 10 cards repeated twice. You can do the exact same thing with these cards. So if you like the moment and you want to do the moment and incorporate that into this trick, you can do the moment. You've got slightly more cards, you've got 14, but you can do that same thing. I'm not going to explain how the moment works, but it's a beautiful trick. You can do that as a lead into the main routine on here by Nikolas Mavresis. So you can do the moment by Andy Gladwin, by Andy Nyman. You can do the moment, bring out the cards and say, look, they're two separate packs, bring them out, do the moment and have that beautiful thing where every single card matches. And then you can then, boom, put the packets together and go straight into the main routine of the Nostalgia project. And then if you want to, throw in this as well. But there are a ton of other things that you can do with this as well. I've been playing around with a bunch of routines. So, I might do a video on this. If you guys want to see a video on other routines you can do with this, please let me know. But I think that the most exciting part of this project, honestly, is the stuff that it's going to be capable of doing. I think they have literally just scratched the surface with what you can do with this. I almost wish that Pete had contacted me, or Nicholas had contacted me and asked me to jump on this, because the second that I would have been sent this, I would have jumped on this in a heartbeat and I would have had a lot of fun putting the routines together for this. This is great. I love this. I think this is great. Nicholas has brought out a lot of Magic over the years. I think this is one of my favorites. I really do. I did a review recently about the Charms deck with him and David Jonathan. Love the Charms deck. Absolutely love the Charms deck. That 10-card poker deal is brilliant. I think this is better. And one of the reasons I love this so much is because of the little player at the end is great. Even Sarah, my wife Sarah, who's jaded and has seen so much Magic, she absolutely loved this. She thought this was great. And I'm getting a second one of these because Thea's doing a lot of close-up at the moment. She's got her first close-up booking next week, which I'm super excited about. She's got her first close-up gig. And I've shown her this, and she loves this. This is going to be Thea's first close-up trick. And I think she's going to, not a first close-up trick, but this is going to be Thea's. This is going to go into her first close-up gig, and I think she's going to love this. So my job tonight, I'm in dad mode. I'm teaching this to Thea. So there you go. That's Nostalgia by Nikolas Mavresis and Alakazam. It's 100%. I absolutely love it. So there you go. That's another review show special in the bag. Thank you once again for joining me on Magic TV. Don't forget, you want to see more videos like this, like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. Now, I'm going to be back again next week with another review show special, but I'll be back again tomorrow with a 5x5. In fact, I'm here all the time. If you didn't check out the video yesterday, please do so, because yesterday I had a Talk Magic go up with Chris Williams from the Magic Bar Live, and it's genuinely one of my favourite interviews I've done. Go check that out. Check out the Q&A from earlier on today. And thanks again for joining me on Magic TV. Go ahead and join the Netrix. It's my online streaming platform for magicians. You can get access to that immediately. And I'll see you again soon. My name's Craig, and this is Magic TV.